Every fireman, sooner or later, hits this. They only need understanding to know how the wheels run. Need to know the history of our profession. They don't feed it to rookies like they used to. Damn shame. Only fire chiefs remember it now. I'll let you in on it. Colored people don't like Little Black Sambo? Burn it. White people don't feel good about Uncle Tom's Cabin? Burn it. Someone's written a book on tobacco and cancer of the lungs. The cigarette people are weeping? Burn the book. Serenity, Montag. Peace, Montag. Take your fight outside. Better yet, into the incinerator. Fire is bright and fire is clean. Yes, but what about the firemen, then? Ah, what more easily explained and natural. With schools turning out more tinkerers, grabbers, and snatchers instead of examiners and imaginative creators, the word intellectual, of course, became the swear word it deserved to be. You always dread the unfamiliar. Surely you remember the boy in your own school class who was exceptionally bright and did most of the reciting and answering, while all the others sat like so many leaden idols, hating him. And wasn't this bright boy you selected for beatings and tortures after hours? Of course it was. We must all be alike, not everyone born free and equal, as the Constitution says, but everyone made equal. Each man the image of every other. Then all are happy, for there are no mountains to make them cower, no to judge themselves against. So, a book is a loaded gun in the house next door. Burn it. Take the shot from the weapon. Breach man's mind. Who knows who might be the target of the well-read man? Me? I won't stomach them for a minute. And so when the houses were finally fireproofed all over the world, there was no longer need for firemen for the old purposes. They were given the new job as custodians of our peace of mind, the focus of our understandable and rightful dread of being inferior, official censors, judges, and executors. That's you, Montag, and that's me. Oof. Let me fix your pillow. No! Get away! For God's sake, let me be! What's this? Boom. There was a girl next door. She's gone now, I think. Dead. I can't even remember her face. But she was different. How? How did she happen? Luckily, queer ones like her don't happen often. We know how to nip most of them in the bud. Early. You can't build a house without nails and wood. If you don't want a house built, hide the nails and wood. If you don't want a man unhappy politically, don't give him two sides to a question to worry him. Give him one. Better yet, give him none. Let him forget there is such a thing as war. If the government is inefficient, top-heavy, and tax-mad, better be all those than people worry over it. Peace, Montag. Give people contests they win by remembering the words to more popular songs or the name of state capitals, or how much corn Iowa grew last year. Cram them full of non-combustible data. Choke them so damn full of facts. They feel stuffed, but absolutely brilliant with information. Then they'll feel they're thinking. They'll get a sense of motion without moving, and they'll be happy. Because facts of those sorts don't change. Don't give them any slippery stuff, like philosophy or sociology, to tie things up with. That way lies melancholy. Any man who can take a TV wall apart and put it back again, and most men can nowadays, is happier than any man who tries to slide rule, measure, and equate the universe, which just won't be measured or equated while making man feel bestial and lonely. I know, I've tried it. To hell with it. So bring on your clubs and parties, your acrobats and magicians, your sex and heroin, more of everything to do with automatic reflex. If the drama is bad, if the film says nothing, if the play is hollow, sting me with a theremin, loudly. I'll think I'm responding to the play, when it's only a tactile reaction to vibration. But I don't care. I just like solid entertainment. I must be going. Lecture's over. I hope I've clarified things. The important thing for you to remember, Montag, is that we stand against the small tide of those who want to make everyone unhappy with conflicting theory and thought.
Alright, you can come out now. It's alright, have a seat. You are welcome here.
But I don't belong with you. I've been an idiot all the way.
We are used to that. We all made the right kinds of mistake, or we wouldn't be here. When we were separate individuals, all we had was rage. I struck a fireman when he came to burn my library years ago. I have been running ever since. So you wanna join us, Montag?
Of course, yes.
What have you to offer?
Nothing. I thought I had a part of the book of the less the season, maybe a bit of revelation, but I haven't even that now.
The book of Ecclesiastes would be fine. Where was it?
Here.
Ah.
What's wrong? Isn't that all right?
It is. We're book burners too. We read the books and burn them, afraid they'd be found. Microfilming didn't pay off. We were always traveling. We didn't want to bury the film and come back later. Always the chance of discovery. Better keep it in old heads, where no one can see it or suspect it. Where all bites and pieces of history and literature and international law, Byron, Tom Paine, Machiavelli, or Christ, is here. An hour is late, and the war's begun, and we're out here, and the city is there, all wrapped up his own coat of 1,000 colors. What do you think, Montag?
I think I was blind, trying to do things my way, planting books in firemen's houses and sending in alarms.
You did what you had to do, carried out on national skill. It might have worked beautifully, but our way is simpler, and we think better. All we want to do is to keep the knowledge we think we will need intact and safe. We're not out to incite or anger anyone yet, for if we are destroyed, the knowledge is dead, perhaps for good. We are modal sapiens, but there's nothing in our persons to incriminate us. The organization is flexible, very loose, and fragmentary. Some of us have plastic surgery on our faces and fingerprints. Right now, we have a horrible job. We're waiting for the war to begin and as quickly end. It's not pleasant, but then we are not in control. We're the old minority crying the wilderness. When war is over, perhaps we can be of some use in the world. And when war is over, someday, some year, the books can be written again. The people will be called in, one by one, to recite what they know and will set it up in type until another dark age, when we might have to do this whole damn thing over again. But that's the wonderful thing about man. He never gets so discouraged or disgusted that he gives up doing it all over again, because he knows very well it is important and worth to do it.
OK，刚好